package in the mail, MSX games from Japan. Collecting without fail those shoot 'em ups, and that's the plan. He doesn't just collect them, he also codes them too. Join us and we'll go on electric adventures with you.
Hey YouTube, Electric Adventures here with a package in the mail all the way from Canada. Much sooner than expected because it actually got shipped air freight. Normally my deliveries from TeamPixelboy in Canada come surface, but this particular time came air freight, so it came much quicker than expected. We have 4 new brand new homebrew titles for the Colecovision. In no particular order. So once again, all individually nicely wrapped as normal. Luke does a very good job with his packaging. So our first title, now it is converted across from the MSX, although they have made a couple of little improvements, because I actually have the MSX2 version of this game, not the MSX1 version. And the MSX2 version is not too bad, but I believe the MSX1 version has a bit of an issue with the sound. So part of fixing this one, they actually fixed the sound. Now it does require the Super Game module. It is 1942, which is a great shoot 'em up. So vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, and I've never actually played the MSX1 version, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. So it's another good thing. So I don't actually have the MSX1 in my collection, so this is a good way of getting that another way, I suppose. Done quite well. Keep the theme and the art going and the colours and everything like that. So this box, I'm not going to take the menu out because, yeah, I mean he does a very good job with the manuals. Just take it from me. And a nice job with the boxes, and there's something in there to stop the box from getting crushed. So very, very nice. Let's give you a better look at that. Once again, very good quality. Next, we have, it's another MSX conversion, but it is an actual fairly recent MSX homebrew game, and it's sort of a it's called The Cure. I'll show you the box art, very nice box art, and it's very similar to the Castlevania games, but it has its own characters and style, but it is very much in that vein. So the main character has a whip, has to rescue princesses and things like that and collect things, and they've done a very good job with the graphics. A point to mention is the version of Castlevania for the MSX is for the MSX2, so it's quite an advanced game, quite colourful and everything like that, so achieving anything like that on MSX1/Coleco level is very well done. I've got the MSX game and it's very, very good. I actually enjoy playing it, so I'm sure this one will be pretty much identical. Now, interestingly enough, because it's been done by the original author and written directly for the Colecovision rather than just porting MSX code, it doesn't require the Super Game module. So they have done a proper Colecovision port. So this is a Colecovision native port of the game across to the MSX. And no Super Game module required. And I love that cover up. Let's have a look at the I've done a very good job there. So, most looking forward to giving that one a play. And there's a fair bit of game in there, you know, it's not a small game. Next, so I'm just taking these out as they've been packed in the box. Now, this is another title, a recent homebrew title for the MSX, but there we go. So this one obviously needed a bit more memory, but so it does require the Super Game module, but it is a really, really good game on the MSX. It uses a lot of colour, and you know, it's really well done. I said it once, I do have the MSX version of this one, and it's Ghost. It's a huge game. So you know, a multi-screen exploration, collect and work the puzzles out to get to the next section while shooting things and staying alive and everything like that. And the graphics are fantastic, and obviously has its own custom art and everything like that. And has quite good music too, probably why they perhaps decided to keep it a super game module so they could use the MSX sound chip. And there's the cover art on the cartridge again, which is really well done. So a game definitely worth getting a copy of if you like those sort of games. So once again, you'll see them in the gameplays. So last but definitely not least, so I don't know much about this game at all, but I do believe it's a bit of a take on the Metal Gear games. It does require a super game module, but it's not surprising considering what you can see on, you know, what it looks like. But it's Prisoner of War. And you can see it's a maze, shoot and stealth game, so this one's going to be a complete surprise to me. I haven't played this version at all, or played on the MSX. I don't know whether this is also available on the MSX. Might be one of the homebrews I've missed. But it was Francisco Tela de Menez. Hope I have properly slaughtered your name there. Is that right there? So Anemic Fran is their label, and Ghost is created by the same team. And as I said, Ghost on the MSX was fantastic, so really looking forward to this one because I really like the Metal Gear games as for a start. So 4 really interesting homebrew games for the Colecovision. Let's plug in the Colecovision and give them a go. Right, here we go with a 1942. So we can select 1 or 2 players. I'm just using normal Coleco joystick too. Which is probably going to kill me, but we'll see how we go. Do a little roll. Right, can hold my fire button down. Probably, thank goodness. So 1942 is all about trying to get hit as many of the enemy as possible. We do have like a smart bomb, which is a roll to get you out of trouble. So you sort of have the music. Whoops, got me already. I'm sure it'll put that too. So you go through different stages. There's 32 of them. Oh, he got me from behind again. Might have to have a warm up with this one, won't we? My fault for playing the shoot 'em up as the first game before playing every. Oh my goodness, I'm done again. Oh, that's pretty generous. It's given us 5 lives, so let's see if we can make it less embarrassing for ourselves. Oh. So obviously the big ship's done with sprites. You can see some flickering going on. But other than that, the game, especially for a straight Coleco game, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's using Super Game module, so because it will need all that RAM to do the various bits of scrolling and things it's got to do. Got a bonus. Yay. I love attacking from the sides, and because it's cramped, a little bit cramped. Power up. A bit more of a wider range of fire. Really got to watch their fire. And things coming from behind. Oh god, I thought I was going to toast then. Now, because it does have the rapid fire, it's not that uncomfortable using the Coleco controller. So this is our first stage. You go and land on the aircraft carrier. So other than my poor performance, that's not playing too badly. Your main problem is the cramped vertical space, so you have less reaction time. And you do have to be careful you don't go too far back so you don't get surprised by something coming from up above, and bullets being hidden underneath enemies is also another one to look out for by the looks of it. Yeah, and of course, just because of the limitations of the system. Ah, you stupid person. Game over. I think that's a particularly poor showing. Let's continue. It's not too bad, you know, you've got the music. The sound was just in the MSX version, from what I've heard, it's an absolute mess. So it sounds a lot, and you can hear your shots, and that's forming part of the music with the didn't get him. That's right. Live to fight another day. Oh, okay, it's a different sort of power. That was a kill all the enemies on the screen power. Ah. Oh, that's spread shot from the big guys. Apologise, sneeze. Do some dusting. Oh, almost fell for the. I fell for the being shot. Okay. As with all shoot 'em ups, you have to learn the patterns and the shooting patterns. Yes, I am still making the same mistakes. That's alright, I can keep going. I'm making this game look harder than it is. I truly am. I'm just having one of those days, I think. Whoa. It's a bit mean. I think I've died again. Look, seriously, I'm not doing this game justice. So this is quite good fun. There is nothing wrong with this as a shooter. Electric Adventure skills today, they might be lacking. But we'll persevere and just do a little bit more because, you know, it's a shooter. And it's the one shooter in the lot, so I need to give you guys at least a little bit of a look at the stages. So you do start back at the beginning of the stage, which is probably good. Stuff comes from the left in this particular stage. So the ones you miss, then you can get those angle shots at you. No. This little section here seems to be troubling me. No. Maybe I should have had a coffee before I played this one. Ah, into a swarm of stuff. Interesting, I think the bullets are not done by sprites. Myself caught in the corner here. Notice I haven't used my roll power or anything. That was kill everything on the screen, wasn't it? There you go, that's the roll. Ah, oh, I got him. Goodness me. This is a very poor showing. I'm determined to finish this stage. Reactions. Alright, it's just not my day, is it? But I actually quite like that one, so I'll be playing that some more after this particular session. Let's move on and look at one of the other games. So we very polished start. We get a splash screen with bats, our title screen here, and if you leave it for a little bit we get some nice music. Get a bit of a storyline. And the music's very well done. Got to remember here, no super game module needed. This is all just original Coleco. Okay. Press the button and you get that nice splash screen again. Okay. Throw a whip and we can jump. But look at the lovely detail in the graphics, and using gradient lines to get that extra little bit of detail. Is that something I can pick up? Okay, we'll just go this way. Oh, I've got a key. And that doesn't, I mean, like, that's not a door, is it? Ah, there we go. I'm going to press the wrong button. Okay, so we're using tile graphics to get around both colour limitations. Ooh, that's a bit mean. It's actually been a while since I've played. Oops. We do have a health bar. Tricky. dilly-dally. Okay, let me guess, some of the stuff falls down. Oop. Okay. Yep, just like Castlevania. Invincible for a little bit. Oops. Now we need to find another key to get that open, obviously. So obviously taking a lot of clues from Castlevania, but it's extraordinary. The map looks very similar. The level of detail. I'm just seeing if there's any hidden stuff. I mean, look at that skeleton dude, he's pretty cool. They've done a very good job. I'm pressing the wrong button. And I'm doing it again. Oop. That's a door, and so I need a key. Okay. I've gotten rid of him though, I wonder if I remember that. Yeah, there's a key over there. And what do we get there though? Oh, not the bat things. Yeah, it's very... Oops. Obviously. There we go. So I'd say written by somebody who really loves Castlevania. Now that's giving me the longer whip. That quick there. Now what's down here? Oops, I'm going to fall down there. Yeah, map wraps around just like the MSX2 game. Ah, so we have white key now. Oops, I fell down. Well, this is, I mean, really well done. Obviously using a sprite for the main cap. Why can't I go down these stairs? That's it. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I can't actually pick up that yellow tea until I've used the white key, fair enough. Oh dear. Alright, well you get the idea. It's actually a really good fun game. I pretty much couldn't stop playing once I start there. And you just got to find the right combination stuff and open doors, and you get bosses at the end of levels. Pretty much a fantastic conversion of Castlevania, but running on MSX1 Coleco hardware, which is even more impressive. And very colourful, great music. I really like that one. Alright, let's try it next game. Alright, here we go with Ghost. Now you can enter codes, so if you get through particular things, you can return to your progress in the game using codes. As I said, I have played the MSX version. It's probably unlike the Cure, which I just played. I've had that one for quite a long time. Ghost I probably haven't had for that long, so hopefully I won't be as embarrassing playing this one. So we've got to find the central computer on the big space station. So Ghost, and the graphics on this are just beautiful. So you can climb up the red things, shoot, jump. How many times you got to shoot these things? There you go. A lot. Just the detail in the characters, you can see the eyes shifting there. And you collect those things for energy. There we go. So 2 of 40, as you can see there. Press down to go through. Very dark in here. Right, we need another item first. Got a fair jump there. I don't think we can go up there at the moment. So it is in there's a maze. You basically have to find. Oh, there we go. There's a boot. I'm not 100% sure whether that gives me higher jump. And the maze is huge, right? This is a huge game. You'll be playing it for a very long time. So I'll keep on collecting those crystals. Whoa. 4 of them. Right, got that out of the way. I won't respawn until we re-enter the room. Drop down here. Ooh. Spell health. So, there's a shop down there. I'm just trying to get this guy. So map 8 cubes. Let's buy our map. So didn't read the instructions. So the star on the keypad. So you can see the size of the map. That's where we are. You can see our items that we currently have at the moment, our game code, so we can save our progress. It's just one of those games that you could... That's right, we came down there. Yeah, let's go this way. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, uh-oh. Small cubes. And it's got absolutely wonderful graphics, really interesting gameplay. I have a shop down there. We don't have any cubes yet, so we need to, need to go and find some more. Ah. Getting low on health there. Oh, here's more things. Another cube. And this has got such a large map. Let's have a look now. See there? Huge map to explore. Alright, I'll leave it at that because it's a game that requires a lot of time. Great fun. The graphics are absolutely amazing. And great music. And fun gameplay, so take you many hours to finish this game. Alright, let's try our next one. Alright, so a nice title screen. There's a bit of an intro section there. My stupid RGB converter pops up the thing. I figured out how to get it to stop doing that. So we've got game start or enter code, so it allows you to save your progress, which is good. Oh, awesome. Yes, very... I'm liking the look of this already. These guys really do have mastery over the Coleco and MSX hardware. Right. So, Metal Gear Solid sort of thing, I take it. Set a dog tag, so I'm just pressing a few buttons just to make sure there's nothing on the controller. Right. Dog tag, so that star brings up that. We can't go through any of these boxes. Just interesting that arrow on that little thing that be how things are displayed is very good. So I take we've got to make sure he's not looking. Like so. So make sure that we get through without him looking. The amount of detail and colour they've done in this is fantastic. I'm just seeing whether you can go in any of these things, but this is pretty cool. So the whole idea is you've got to look at the... Oh! I don't think I've got... Yeah, I've got no weapons yet, so I'm toast already. Okay. So I don't know whether you can search or something like that, but anyway. In the shadows. And go to the left here because we didn't look here last time. Okay, so this idea is you need to wait and see what the patrol patterns. Oh, peeing, okay. Done, back to work, okay, yes. Okay, so you've got to learn the patterns. And we have a wrench, right. So he goes there, and he walks up there, so we need to quickly get a wrench. Right, crowbar. Okay, so now we can hit things. Switches. Oh, look out, it's going to shoot at us. Right, but now I'm hurt. And I died. Yep. That was what I was hoping it was going to be. So pretty much a MSX1 level Coleco version of Metal Gear Solid. And they are games, as I said, I'm lucky to have both MSX2 Metal Gear games. They are worth an absolute fortune. So it's so nice that somebody's gone to the effort to create their own take on the game and do it with such good use of the system's capabilities. This game looks fantastic. I'll probably be playing this for hours and hours and hours after this video. So 4 really good homebrew games for the ColecoVision. One of them you can get if you don't have a Super Game module. The other 3 do require you to have a Super Game module. Of course, also, if you've got a Phoenix, ColecoVision Phoenix, all of those 4 games will work on it as well. So, highly recommend these ones. So, hit TeamPixelboy up and see if you can get yourself a copy of the games you're interested in. Alright, I'm Electric Adventures. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.